Hey, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for yet another video. In today's video, I am going to show you all my concealer collection. A few weeks back, I showed you guys my eyeshadow palette collection, so I thought maybe I could just like take a little journey with you guys and go through different categories of makeup, I guess that's what you would call it. So today we're gonna do concealer. Not sure what we're gonna do next, maybe either foundation or highlighters. So excited about that. It should be a blast. I am in a little bit different of a filming area. I'm in the same room, so I'm in my beauty room, but I just couldn't film where I usually film, and I'm literally sitting on the floor. So we're very close and personal today. You're welcome. So please, if you like this video, do not forget to like it and go ahead and comment down below and let me know what kind of concealers you have that maybe I haven't tried out yet that you think are bomb.com. And as always, please subscribe so you can join our beautiful little fam here. And just stay tuned for this completely entertaining video. It's gonna be great. So you don't want to click out of this one. Let us jump right into my concealer collection, shall we? I'm gonna roll up my little sleeve here. And I'm just gonna swatch as I go. That's why I was rolling up my sleeve, in case you were like, the hell, this chick rolling up her sleeve. So I can swatch. These concealers, although they are all supposedly like light shades, they are definitely different, not only different consistencies and different coverages and all of that jazz, of course, but they are also different undertones and different shades, of course. And, you know, companies don't always get it right when it comes to light, dark, medium, any color. So these are all over the place and purchased at all different places. So in no particular order, I'm just going to start with whatever I grab. So first is first, I have the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is in the shade Snow. This is one of those shades that I ordered the shade Snow online, I believe at Sephora, thinking that I was going to get like, you know, like a really, really light shade. Because, you know, like snow is like white unless you pee on it or something, so, or get it dirty. But anyways, it wasn't very light. It was kind of disappointing. I really like this concealer. I don't know if you can see in there, but yeah, you can definitely see in there. I've definitely used a lot of this concealer, so I enjoy it. It's just not something that I'm going to use if I'm going to try to like really highlight like under my eyes and such. So let me go ahead and swatch it for you. It's a very, very, very large tub of concealer, very like doe footy applicator. And I'm just going to start up here by my crusty ass elbow. And as you can see, it's very nice and creamy. It's a pretty good coverage, but it is very yellowish toned. It's like a yellow neutral, and it is not very light for me anyway. Like I said, when thinking of snow, that don't hit the mark. So next in line, we have the Milani Conceal and Perfect in the shade 100 Pure Ivory. Now this is kind of what I would have expected out of Snow, to be honest. This is a very light concealer, which I very much enjoy when I'm trying to highlight. It's a lot smaller, so in comparison, like it's a ton smaller. It's also a ton cheaper. I believe I got this at my local Walmart. Well, it's not, I mean, local-ish. And I'm going to swatch that right next to the Too Faced. And as you can see, much lighter. Much lighter. That's more along the lines of Snow. Nieve. I like that concealer as well. It's not as full coverage as the Born This Way concealer, but I definitely like it. And I feel like in the summer, it's even too light for me, but in like the winter, fall months, it's like the perfect shade for my skin to highlight. So I dig it, baby. I dig it. Next, we have the Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 120. This is my summer concealer. So I do not use this. I only bought this last summer, but I don't use this. Like right now, I wouldn't be using this at all because it's definitely not going to be the right shade for me. And I usually match this with my Fenty Beauty foundation, which is also too dark for me to be using right now. And it's perfect. So there's that. Very like yellowish toned. It's a really good concealer. I really like this concealer. I don't find that it creases on me as badly as some concealers do. I just kind of like had naturally, now that I'm like on the floor, I can really get up close and personal, right? So I do have natural creases. It's just something that I have mostly with age. I feel like over the last maybe 5 or so years, I've definitely gotten more creasing happening under the eye area. So that's probably just age, which yay, exciting. So this concealer, I would say, creases one of the concealers that creases the least on me, which I appreciate. And like I said, pairs beautifully with the Fenty Beauty foundation. And that's the matte foundation. I haven't tried the luminous one. And it pairs beautifully with the Fenty Beauty powder as well, as it should, because if it didn't, there'd be a problem there, wouldn't it? So, oh my god, this concealer. I bought this concealer on Amazon, which you probably shouldn't do. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And I got the shade, oh geez, where's the shade? Light Ivory. Not light. Not ivory. Ah! That scared me. Okay, let's see if I can get the sucker out. Because it's like a weird... it's coming out weird. Okay, that's what she said. Let's see here. Oh. Are you light ivory? Oh, no, you're not really light ivory, are you? No, you're not. No, you're not. You know what? I should have used this concealer. I didn't even think about it, but I probably should have used this... Well, I don't know. Maybe I should have used this concealer on my husband when I did his makeup. If you haven't checked that video out, do so. It's hilarious. So I have never used that because it arrived and I was like, what? So yeah, just saying. I do want to get an LA Girl. Is this LA Girl? Yeah. I do want to get an LA Girl concealer in my shade because I've heard amazing things about LA Girl concealers, but just haven't got around to that yet. I don't know why. They're cheap, so. Okay. This is the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo. And I'm just going to show you the highlight part. And let's see. This is the shade Ivory. So this is Taupe. This is Ivory. I don't use this very often. I don't really, it's fine. It's not like bad. It's just like whatever. I don't really like the coverage. It's like, see if you could see that. It's like nothing. There's basically no coverage to it. And apparently I'm running out of it, even though I've used it like 3 times. So I don't know what's up with that. It is obviously very small. There's not a lot in there. I do enjoy the shade of the other end though. I'm not going to swatch that right now, but I do enjoy it. It's a very nice grayish taupe color for my skin tone. My last video had a contour and highlight. This would obviously work beautifully. I didn't use that one, but it would work nicely. This is, however, the one I did use. This is the Wet n Wild Contour Duo, duel-ended contour stick. So for the contour part, I use that, which is also, they're pretty similar. It's also a very nice, like, taupey, grayish color. I would say this one's a little bit more gray toned. But I did not, for the contour part, or the highlight part, excuse me, I did not use this because it's very stiff and, like, waxy formula. It's not creamy the way I would want it, and you have to, like, really get in there to make anything happen. So I feel like I'm getting it on the other one. But yeah, it's a nice color. The color is like very good, but it's just so like thick and waxy and it just doesn't blend nicely. So I opted to not use that for those reasons. Next, we have the Wet n Wild concealer. I don't know why I keep saying concealer because you guys know. The Wet n Wild concealer, and this is in the shade, I just did it again. This is in the shade Light Ivory. The shade is too dark as well for me to highlight with. It's like kind of my skin tone, essentially. It's a decent concealer. It's just not, like, I've heard people rave about this concealer. Well, I guess it's a little darker than my skin tone, actually. It's like my skin tone in the summer. I've heard people rave about this concealer, and I mean, I'm not, like, it's fine. It's too dark for me, but it's, like, fine. But it's not, like, something that I'm, like, hella crazy for. It's, like, an okay concealer. It's alright, you know, it's fine. And I got that. A lot of these I actually got at Walgreens, I think. So, the 3 of these I definitely got at Walgreens. Those 3 bad boys right there. And then the Milani at Walmart. I think I already said that. Next is the Juvia's Place concealer. I got this. This is shade 22. I got this at Ulta. I have an Ulta haul on my channel if you want to check it out. This is one of the things that I hauled in that video. This concealer is amazing. I really like this concealer. I really like the shade. This is a really good highlight shade for me. It's so creamy. It's so creamy. It's like, oh my God, I really like this concealer. It doesn't crease very much. It's just, it goes beautifully with my powder. Oops. Got that. That's a little thick line right there. That's a Nicole line. That's a thick one. It goes beautifully with my powder, and I can't say enough good things about that concealer. I would definitely recommend checking that concealer out if you have not. It is also very affordable. I think it was like, ooh, $7 to $9, I think. Something like that. I can't be positive, but I think it was like $7.99 or something. And it's freaking good. And it's a very big tub. So let's compare it to the Born This Way. The Born This Way is a little bit bigger, like it's a little taller. But the Juvia's Place is still hella huge. And let's see how much. The Juvia's Place is 0.34 fluid ounces. And the Born This Way is 0.50 fluid ounces. So this one is definitely bigger. Sorry, it took me forever. I'm not wearing my glasses. This one's definitely a little larger, but this one is also like double to triple the price. So, I mean, I suck at math, but like something like that. It's a good thing I don't like always do videos sitting on the floor this up close to the camera, because I would constantly be in your guys' faces. Ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. Who is this? Next, we have the Tarte concealer. This is the Shape Tape. This is the... Everybody's obsessed with this concealer, and guess what? So am I. I also really like this concealer. It's so freaking good. It's so full coverage. You put like a dab of this crap on your face and you are covered, baby. I would say also, though, that this is pretty close to this. Like, those shades are different, obviously, but the consistency and the coverage are very close, very similar. So if you're looking for like a really full coverage, really creamy, good concealer, and you don't want to spend the, I don't know, 23 or something on the Shape Tape, although I do think it's worth it, but you just can't do that, or you're not willing to do that, try the Juvia's Place. So this is the shade 125 Fair. I've used this in several videos. And I also got this at Ulta when I did my Ulta haul. I like the shade of this one better. It's more neutral, which I prefer. As you can see, the Juvia's Place looks a little bit more like peachy, kind of. Like peachy yellow. I don't know. This one's more neutral, though. And I really like that. I feel like neutral tones go well with my skin tone. So I'm obsessed with this concealer. It's beautiful and perfect, and I love it. Look at all those. Look at that. Look, even as it got darker, or even as it dried, it got darker. That one too. What the heck? Like, seriously, LA girl? Or whatever you are. Yeah, LA girl. What the? Not okay. I'm running out of room here, folks. Okay, next we have the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15 Fair. This shade I like, but it's not light, like I would prefer it. I know that they started making lighter shades, but I just haven't been able to find them. So I don't know what's up with that. But I do like this concealer. It's just too dark for me. So I can't highlight with that, you know? And I feel like it looks darker on my skin than it does in the bottle for sure. So whatever. Okay, rounding down here. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. And I can't say I've saved the best for last. Sorry. This is the Pretty Vulgar Concealer. I just got this in my BoxyCharm. This applicator is bomb. I like this applicator. Look how twisted that is. Or twisted. Look how like bent that is. Ooh, I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch that right there. I do like this concealer. It's a little bit dark. Like it's essentially my skin tone. I know it looks too dark on my forearm, but like on, right, it's like my face is a little darker than the inside of my arm. Because the inside of my arm doesn't get a lot of sun, you know? Not that my face does either because I live in Oregon, but I'm not going to go there. But I like this concealer. It just very much blends away into nothing, I would say. So I think that this is a perfect concealer when you're like going for a no makeup kind of look. I actually put this on Sunday and I didn't have any foundation on. I get like redness right in here. I don't really have dark circles, but I get red yet. But I get a lot of redness right here on the outer part of my eye. And so I like to conceal that when I'm like going to go somewhere, but I don't want to wear foundation. So I put this on with like literally just dabbed it right there and blended it out with my finger. And it blends away into like what would appear to be nothing, but it does give some coverage. So that worked beautifully actually. And I didn't even have to put powder on top or anything. Sorry, I have like a hair on my face. Come off, hair, you devil. I didn't have to put powder or anything on over it because it's a very nice, like light coverage, creamy, lightweight concealer. So if you're into that look, which some days I am, some days I'm not, just depends. Pretty Vulgar is the way to go, baby. I'm running out of arm space here. What am I gonna do? I only have 3 more. So next we have the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio. This is the camouflage concealer and it's in the shade 10 Fair. I really like this concealer. This concealer is very full coverage. This concealer really is camouflaging. It will cover up your damn sins from 2019. The only thing about it I don't like is this like tube. It's difficult to, like, I'm going to be able to get it out, but it's not going to like smear very well. I don't know. It is a little bit dark for me, but it's a very yellow tone concealer. So what I find with it is although it's a little bit dark, because of the yellow tint in it, it does highlight well for me. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. Probably like natural things that I don't know anything about because I'm a fool. But yeah, I really like this concealer. I would get probably a shade lighter next time. I will buy this again. Like I'm running out. So when I run out, I'm going to buy it again. But I'm going to get a shade lighter maybe if they make it. You know what I'm saying? Maybelline, I feel like, drugstore in general, but Maybelline specifically struggles with shade when it comes to very light and then dark. So I feel like they go from like middle light to like medium, but there's no very light and dark. So what's up with that? I'm not okay with that. Fix it. Okay, anyways, last 2 things I got are also Maybelline. While I'm crap talking over here. I like Maybelline, I do. It's just, drugstores in general need to step up their game when it comes to shades. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is it a lie? No, it's the truth. Don't hate on me, it's truth. So, last 2 things I got here are the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle. Weird. Oh. Wow. I'm like looking at this and I'm like, this one's like not in English. I mean, that's fine. Like, I don't give a crap if it's in English or not, but like, interesting. I wonder why this one specifically is like not in English. This one is, right? And then I see on the other side, oh, look, there's the English part. So we have these shades Ivory and Fair, and I'm just going to go ahead and shake her up a little bit. And this has a very interesting, like, puff thing. I guess I'm gonna do it down here. This, and you have to push down to get it to come out. This is the shade Ivory, which isn't ivory. It's like very yellow. But as I was saying, yellow seems to brighten my skin. And then we have the shade Fair, which is quite fair. And I'll do it right here. Push hard and like get it out. Is anything coming out? Not really. So seriously? Yeah, I don't know. So looks fair for sure. Too fair, too neutral for my skin. Don't love it. I would actually prefer the darker one over the lighter one for my skin just because it brightens more. So I don't really use that very often, but when I do use it, it's good. Not gonna lie, I like it, but I don't like either of these shades. The shade that I like is, oh my God, what is it? It's like the neutralizer shade or something. I can't remember the exact one, but it doesn't say like fair, ivory, or anything like that. It says like neutralize or something to that effect. And that's the one I like the best. So there are all my concealers. Still, I can't even believe that. And what shade is that again? Now I'm asking you guys, and I have it right in front of me. What the heck is it? Light Ivory. Light Ivory? What the? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my concealers. As I said in the intro, I think this is going to be a part of a little series that I'll do here where I'll show different categories of makeup. I'm not going to necessarily say that the next category is for sure going to be coming next week because I'm not positive on that, but I will definitely be rounding up my makeup as I like go through and organize and get ready for some shelves that I'll be hopefully getting in this beautiful little beauty room soon. And just like piling things out so that I can go through them with all of you and show you what I've got. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you all, and I will see you in Thursday's video. Bye.